You see how it kind of breaks down though when you start tracing the ancestry?
No, that's a good point. Yeah, I like that, like, they're shedding light on it.
Nobody's shedding light on it. He's shedding light on it. No one's talking about it. I didn't even know that was a thing.
Subscribe to this channel. In case you are watching this channel and have not subscribed.
Hey guys, Aldo here with PragerU. Today we're at UCLA to talk to students about slavery reparations and who deserves them. Let's go. We're talking about slavery reparations today. Governor Newsom just had a new task force to determine how much each person should get. What do you think about slavery reparations?
I mean, I think that's probably a great idea, like, especially if one's family was affected, then, you know, if that goes down the line, then of course. Yeah.
I mean, like, I probably think that's a good idea.
I think I'd support that personally.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course, especially as many years that went by and as much damage that's been caused, of course.
Yeah, it's complicated, but yes, I would say leaning towards more in favor.
How do you think we should determine who gets reparations? Would it be fair to say that anyone with ancestral ties to slavery should receive compensation?
Yeah, of course, if there's that, like, documentation that they kept. I don't know if they kept any documentation about that, but I think that would be a great idea, like, going down a historical timeline.
Oh yeah, of course, like, cause that's like generational wealth right there. Like that's the exact term right there is generational wealth.
I guess it's complicated. I wouldn't really know exactly how we would go about.
Yeah, what do you think?
I agree, it's very complicated. I think they could possibly go about it by just maybe looking at people's lineage.
So if
I don't disagree with reparations, but giving money to people that didn't even go through it is dumb to me. I think if anything, they should give it to the black community, to whether it's like homeless shelters or food drives, or, you know, putting jobs into communities, putting it into the educational system, like doing something that would benefit the black community would be the best way to go about it. Not just paying someone a few $100,000 because their great-great-grandpappy was a slave. I think that's just ignorant, because it would just destroy the economy. It would destroy the economy, and they wouldn't even be able to use the money in a smart way. Well, most people wouldn't be able to use it in a smart way. They would just blow it. Like, look at all the lottery winners. I don't know what the percent is, but I think it's like 90% of the lottery winners blow their money within like a few years. Yeah, so it says various news outlets report that 70% of people who win the lottery or get a big windfall end up broke in a few years. So it wasn't 90 like I thought, but that's over half of the people, and that's just within a few years. Who knows how long the rest of the 30% blow their money. I know that there are some people that probably like actually invest it wisely, but probably not.
We've come to the conclusion that anybody who has ancestral ties to slavery should receive compensation. You know, let's talk about some of the other ties. The North African Barbary slave trade actually enslaved more white Christian Europeans at the time than the American colonies enslaved Africans. So how much do you think North Africans should pay the ancestors of those white Europeans?
That's great. I didn't know that.
I don't know. I don't know if it would be the same. I think obviously everybody was affected, but I don't know, you know, how differently they were treated or stuff. I don't know.
That's so weird to get hung up to support one and not support the other.
I mean, by that logic, I suppose so, but that means I feel like almost anybody can connect some sort of their lineage back to slavery and claim money, so.
Yeah.
Get her to answer that.
Wow. Okay. I would just. I don't know. That's a really interesting question.
You're making a face. What do you think?
You see, because now when I hear a big number, now I'm a little convinced. That is a lot, but I'm curious as to where are they getting that from? Because I know the U.S. is in debt, so.
Yeah, for every citizen, it's a lot.
So, so they don't need to pay, but the USA needs to pay for slavery that happened 300 years ago because the U.S. is in debt. Like, how does that make sense? If anything, that means that they shouldn't have to pay for the African-American slave trade.
The Cherokee Indians, for example, they made Africans walk the Trail of Tears. Yeah. Should Cherokee reservations be forced to pay reparations to Africans?
Probably not. So I'm kind of not in favor of this anymore.
How can you be in favor of reparations for one group who has ancestral ties to slavery but not another?
That's a good question.
Because I'm white and I feel guilty. I don't know if she's white. She look kind of white.
You see how it kind of breaks down though when you start tracing the ancestry?
No, that's a good point. Yeah, I like that, like, they're shedding light on it.
Nobody's shedding light on it. He's shedding light on it. No one's talking about it. I didn't even know that was a thing. He said, what did he say? Hold on.
The North African Barbary slave trade actually enslaved more white Christian Europeans at the time than the American colonies enslaved Africans.
The North African Barbary slave trade. What is that? The Barbary pirates were mainly Muslim pirates and privateers who operated from the Barbary states. What the fuck is the Barbary states? So the Barbary coast is on the upper side of Africa. So it's Muslim Africans. I don't know if they're black or if they're Albanian, or what would you call, like, Arabic? I would assume that they're black since they're African, right? But then again, Greeks is in Africa. I don't know. If y'all know, let me know down below. I've never heard about that until just now.
You see how it kind of breaks down though when you start tracing the ancestry?
No, that's a good point. Yeah, I like that, like, they're shedding light on it.
Well, that's a very great question because I don't have an answer for it right now.
Yeah, everyone's been oppressed. Every civilization's been oppressed. Stop, like, victimizing yourself. Stop being hooked on social media. Go for a walk. Go to the gym. I don't know. Do something useful, man.
Do you think it might be better to just move forward and create a system where everybody's based on their meritocracy, and just create a system that we can recognize the past and just not do that in the past, but also move forward?
Yeah, of course, like the whole idea about learning from history in order to not repeat it.
But why would you want to do that?
Yeah.
Nobody gets paid doing that. Why would I want to forget about the past, man? I could get benefits from the past. Why would I? There's nothing good in just forgetting it.
No, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. That's very good because, like, when you first asked me, like, do you think everybody should deserve reparations? I was like, yeah, but like now it's like kind of contradicting your first question. So,
like, I don't think that's the most fair way to do it, especially because some, like, families could already be rich and still trying to, like, claim more money from that. So
I don't think it's fair either. Did I change your mind today?
You did change my mind today.
Hey.
Well, guys, that's a wrap.
Oh yeah, bro. I didn't know any of that. I didn't know that. Well, I knew that the word slave comes from the Slavic people, which were European, I think. Man, I'm sorry. I gotta keep Googling shit. I don't want to give y'all false information. The term slave has its origins in the word Slav. The Slavs, who inhabited a large part of Eastern Europe, were taken as slaves by the Muslims of Spain during the 9th century AD. I don't know if that's the same people or not then, since they're both Muslims, but that one's in Africa and the other one's in Spain. So I would assume that they're not the same, but I don't know. How the fuck did they... Spain's in fucking... Oh... I'm a dummy. I thought Spain was in South America. Spain's over by fucking France and okay, so that makes more sense on how they got them. I was like, how the fuck did they cross that sea to get slaves? They're kind of around the same place, the Barbary coast and Spain. I'll just put it over here. They're kind of around the same place, Barbary and I think this is Barbary from the picture I saw to Spain. But I don't know. If y'all know, let me know. Like I said, I didn't know any of that. I knew that Europeans were like the first documented slaves that we know, but everyone just forgets about it because it's so long ago. But yeah, that's gonna be the end of that video. Please leave a like. It don't really do much, but it shows me that you guys like the video. It shows me that you guys like the stuff that I'm reacting to. Please leave a comment if you guys got anything to say about the video. You know I read every single one. And if you fuck with your boy, will you please give me a subscription? With that said, deuces.
I've been out of my mind lately. I don't need no